going on, God Pips Room? Hope you guys had a great weekend, great Thanksgiving. Wanted everyone to have a nice break, nice relaxation because I've been really locked in with YouTube. I'm in a position right now where I got 3 videos that is getting ready to upload, just really working on the edits and stuff. The first video is going to be about how to consistently stack profits, and this is really going to be going into risk management. Then the second video is really going to be how I got here in the first place. It's not going to be a journey on everything on how I became a trader. It's just going to be how I got here, where I'm at today. And then the third video is obviously going to be the first start to price action course, and there will be a 3-part for that. So in total, that's about 5 videos right there, and I only got 3 done so far. The other 2 we're getting working on. And so for this breakdown, I don't really want to go too deep into the charts. I really want to explain what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to be promoting my Got Pips business, and a lot of stuff that I want to be doing with you guys and with my community in the first place. So with trading, I've always wanted trading to be a stepping stool for me so I can become a content creator into the world and start posting more on YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, and whatsoever. So I will start posting way more content, even if it's not trading wise, because I do want to make people laugh. That's something I've always been good at. So I definitely will be bringing out knowledge. And I also do have another page that's just really a personal page about me. So if you guys ever want to tap in, you guys want to laugh, you can check it out. But honestly, I just wanted to bring it up because I wanted to show you guys how trading is not a forever thing. It's really a stepping stool to put yourself in positions where you want to be, or investments where you would like to take, but you just didn't have the capital or equity to do it. And trading will provide that for you. So enough of that. Let's get into the charts real quick. I'll probably do a quick 5-minute. Because it's for the free, what I'm gonna start doing now, I'm gonna just keep my breakdown for the community. For my signal room, it's really going to be more charts and more access to plays. You know what I'm saying? Not a breakdown, because I feel like you guys know how to trade in there. So we're going to be, when you guys get videos, you guys are going to get videos of plays that I want to execute. So now I'm going to be breaking down all the pairs that I personally trade on the free side, just because I know that I only like to really break down USD Chief. And understanding that is I really trade gold and indices. So let's really show you guys how I look at gold and indices. So with gold, one thing I like to do with all my charts, I kind of like to go on the 4-hour. If the 4-hour isn't clear, then I could play with the daily time frame. But from what I'm looking at, the 4-hour is clear. All I'm simply going to tell myself to not confuse myself in the market, that when price was on this bull run, price made this high right here. Then when price makes a new high, it is okay to retest. But off of this retest, you see when price started buying once again, instead of making a new high, it made a lower high. This would have gave you indication that price and buyers are no longer in control. You would have waited for price to either break this low, and you would have seen that price was selling. But on a higher time frame, you would have realized that it was a retest that needed to happen, simply because this buying momentum came from all the way down there. So when price came to retest, you can clearly see that it came to retest right above a high, got all those buyers back in, and now price is continuing to come back above this zone. All I'm going to take in consideration is the flow of the market on the higher time frame. I don't want to execute. I don't want to look too deep into higher lows, higher highs. I want to focus on the overall trend and what is being established on the higher time frame, so I can now start looking down to understand how I want or how I need to see buyers play to execute this trade. So if I go to the 1-hour, all I'm going to tell myself right here is that boom, when price actually ended up retesting. Oh, let me go to the 4-hour real quick. Okay, boom. When price ended up retesting, you can see that on this 1-hour, price was slowly trending back up, which is not the best sign, but it's okay. Price is slowly trending. But as you can see, price is giving you no indications that sellers are in control. The only time you could have seen it was when price ended up making this lower high right above this resistance. But the fact that we were able to break above this resistance is giving us good indication that not only we want to continue to these highs, that we want to overall break and then start going to higher time frame targets. 1 second. There we go. Higher time frame targets. If we can break above 207, we will start playing with higher time frame targets. Take that in consideration. Now, boom, if I go back to the 1-hour, all I'm telling myself is I want to see how price establishes itself above here. I want to see how price establishes itself below here, simply because when price came, it made a high, higher low, and then made a new high. But as you can see, it's still not higher than these ones. So if the market does open and I do see price trying to sell off a little bit, I'm not going to be scared. All I'm going to tell myself is as long long as this level right here is really not getting broken, in my opinion, then I'm not going to be stressing about price selling off. Because if I go to the 4 hour, boom, you can clearly see that this level is a level of resistance that was broken above. So if I do see price establishing a level of support here once again off of this retest, then this will be giving me a great indication to hold for buys all the way up here and then potentially to these highs. Now, with that being said, there's nothing really I need to go too deep into gold with like lower time frame movement, simply because everything is so clear on the higher time frame. If I was to go to 30 minute, 45, you see it's the same thing. So we don't really need to dabble with it too much. So that being said, this is how gold looks. And if you want to correlate 30-minute time frame and you want to be on the 30-minute time frame, just always go on the 4 hour, find that trend, go on the 1 hour, find what you need to see in these zones. And then if you want to play 30-minute, just realize every 2 candles is an hourly candle. So that second candle taking consideration of the close. And that's really it. Now, if we can go to SPX and NAS are a little tricky. This is kind of why I wanted to break this down with everyone today. So as you can see, SPX, I wanted to hop in buys, but everything was super duper choppy, especially after this big push up. As you can see, you've seen price start to make a higher low off of this level and then showing weakness, simply because you've seen how strong price is able to buy. But once we get here, we were showing weakness. Now, when we showed weakness, you can clearly see that we tapped into levels of resistance, I'd say on the daily time frame. This is the level I've been waiting to hop in on the daily time frame, simply because if price can come back above this level or establish support above this level, we can repeat all of this right here. And this is a big chunky move. So taking that in consideration, boom. All I'm telling myself now, if I can go to the 4 and then go back to the 1, because you can see I want to go to the 4 because I want to take this in consideration as a target right here, because I know I need to see price break this level for me to even think that we're going to be playing on a daily time frame reaction. So boom, let me go back to the 1, let me reset my chart, and let me show you guys. Now that you guys can clearly see that price has been breaking levels of resistance, all you want to tell yourself is, as long as price isn't making new lows, you want to correlate with levels of resistance. And what do I mean by this? I'd say levels of resistance, as you can see, let's focus on this leg and this leg. I do have a lot of zones everywhere. This is why I don't want to trick everybody's mind up. For example, this is a level of resistance. Price is breaking this high, this is good indication you hop in buys. Price is breaking this high, this is good indication to hop in buys. If we go to the daily time frame, if we stay above over here and establish support, not only this is a daily time frame level that we would be respecting, that's a great indication that we can clearly see on the 4 hour, and we would be happy to get in a trade like this, especially if price was to retest right here in this level, simply because if price does retest right here and then fails to break lows, what's going to happen? We're going to repeat the same thing again. So all we're waiting for now is, I'd say, we could say a retest, but we are really waiting for buyers to gain control again, because we have consistent indication that price wants to go up. Now, all we really need to see is that since price on the daily time frame has just shot up, we really want to see a retest, because this is not a retest. This is not a retest. So we might want to see a retest if we don't continue to go up. And why I say continue is simply because if we want to continue to go up, we'll do the same thing we were doing over here, showing wick levels, showing that the sellers are weak and they cannot really break into levels of support. So on the 1 hour time frame, you just be telling yourself, all right, buys above highs on New York session would be valid for SPX. And that's really it, because SPX right now, you guys already know we're in quarter 4. Indices are a bullish market, so you guys want to ride the trend. Be patient, ride the wave. Don't panic. Just chill. Wait for setups. Wait for your indications. Don't just jump around because you see price trying to retest and you want to catch a retest. Catch the trend. You will thank yourself later. Trust me. All right. And now let's get into NAS really quickly, simply because NAS is giving us a little bit more indication that price wants to go back above, simply because if you do go to the daily time frame, I'm not going to need to explain too much. Price made a high, retested, didn't make new lows. You can clearly see price retested up here, and then once price started buying back above, you know that buys above this level would be valid, especially if we take especially if price establishes a level of support here, simply because not only we are above a level of resistance on a daily time frame. Last time we came above this level of resistance, this is the highest we've gotten to. So taking that in consideration, NAS is giving it a little bit more easier to understand. So now we're just waiting for a price to just gain buyer's control again. And once we do that, we just want to have good risk management so we can hold a trade for dear life. And that's really it. We could go over USD Chief, but I plan on doing that tomorrow. I want to have a little bit more for it because I think I might want to post the USD Chief on YouTube just to break down a Forex pair on YouTube, and you guys get my golden indices sauce. And with that being said, that's really it. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Happy belated Thanksgiving. We're about to have a Christmas. We're about to lock in, and let's get ready for the week. Be great, the only way's up, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.